Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Daily Tarot. This is the Daily Tarot for Wednesday, August 20th, 2025. I am so behind in getting this out today. I apologize. But we're going to get this done. I'm going to move a little fast just because I'm behind. But let us look at the energy and the universal ideas and themes that we might run into today. This is a way for us to gain some insight, some inspiration, some reflection, give us something to maybe think about as we move through our day-to-day, kind of to have an awareness of and to see how it plays out in our day. It can take a lot of different forms, but the main part is, and the main focus of these readings is guidance for us as a collective as we try to move through this physical world as spiritual beings. That's my sort of through line through all of these readings. That's what I always try to think of and connect to when I do these readings. So welcome. I'm glad you're here. Let's pull a couple cards and see what the energy is like for today. I am using the Light Seers Tarot. This deck continues to grow on me. It's quickly turning into one of my main decks when I'm doing public readings. Speaking of which, I'm doing a public reading this Saturday at Crystal Moon in Bloomington. I'll be there from about 12 o'clock until about 6 o'clock. There'll be more information on that on my Facebook. And if you're in the area, come on by. All right, what do we need to know to move through this world today as spiritual beings in physical bodies? All right. I'll pull two cards. Because I'm in a hurry, I'm going to slow myself down. I'm going to let the pendulum take one of these cards. I hope everyone is having a wonderful week so far. We have a new moon coming up. Right in there. Basically, when it stops like that, it's telling me to fan them a little bit because there's cards on top of cards. Okay, that's that one right there. Scoot that one out. Let's put it to the side. Bring it up. Just working through this real quick. Cool. All right, here are our two cards for today. Wednesday, August 20th. The pendulum gave us Two of Wands. And, oh, this is awesome. Sorry, it flipped off camera. The Sun. So what brings you joy? What brings you... This is a decision about leaning into what brings you joy, what brings you abundance, and what helps you connect with your inner child. This is about... See how these cards almost match up? So she is looking at the sun. I love it when they do that. But today is a day to really take time to think about and connect with your inner child. Think about what brings you abundance. I want you to feel that joyful energy. Try to bring it up and summon it and try to focus on the things that do make you happy, that do make you feel connected to the overall cosmos and the infinity that is love. Okay? So take some time today and think about how not only doing those things, how you can do those things, but how you can make a plan to really move forward on it. Because Wands is, again, it's passion, it's about fire. Sun is the ultimate fire, right? In our physical realm. But also spiritually, it's really about stepping forward and claiming your connection to this sun energy, to the infinite field of energy that's all around us and that we can tap into and be a part of. And the best way to do that is through play, is through connecting with our inner child, through doing things that make us happy, even if it's small things throughout the day, right? Maybe it's a special song. Listen to a song that makes you smile and dance and that pumps you up and energizes you, because this is all about positive energy today. So look for those things. I think it's going to be easy to navigate into those things today. Those things are going to be close to the surface. And again, as we look at the moon path reading that leads us up to this new moon, it was about how to make our heart home, how to make a home within our heart. And this is going to be crucial for that. It's going to be crucial as we begin to plant seeds here in a couple of days to really look at what makes us happy and how we can continue to fertilize that and nurture that and take care of ourselves with it. Because once we do this and we make this connection, then that is an ever-flowing spring that we can reach into and tap into to help others. This is also about hesitation. This can be a moment of maybe meditating too much on something without taking action on it. Okay. If you have been thinking about what you can do to connect or to make yourself more happy, or where do I find happiness, this might suggest that now's the time, today's the day, to start to really take action towards that. Like I said, by doing something for yourself, to connect to that happiness, to connect to, because it's out there, it's in you now. And I'm feeling a sense of planning and like a great sense of possibility today. And like sitting and charting out how you can, because the best way to do it is just to do it, right? We've heard that over and over again, and I get that, and it seems trite to almost say it, but today is definitely a day to put that into action, to almost make a decision to begin to step into that happiness, to take those actions. Even like I said, even if it's little things like taking a favorite rock and being like, you know what, I'm taking this with me today and I'm going to focus on what brings me joy today, and just use that as a physical reminder. Stop and have a cup of tea, have a favorite cup of tea or coffee, and give yourself a gift. What is something your inner child would like to do today? Go do it, even if it's only for 5 or 10 minutes. But this is a day to connect to that energy and to be very aware of how it comes into your life when it comes and how to sustain it, right? And it's sort of weird to say to sustain it, because this is an eternal, ever-present force. The sun is still going even when it's night. Think about that. The sun is still going even when it's night. It's always there. That energy, this positive, universal, spiritual energy is always there. So you don't need to sustain it. You need to, how do you sustain your connection to it until you can get to the point where it's more natural? And then once you feel that, you will begin to understand how that helps you help others. Okay, so take some time for yourself today. Look for ways to give yourself joyful gifts and enjoy this wonderful energy that's happening, and how it leads you to your heart home, and that space within you that can really take on any storm. Okay, we're going to pull Angels and Ancestors card, I think. Or one's just going to fall out. Animal Guardian. Trust your instincts. Still, it's a great card. Animals know what to do. They just know. They don't go to school. A bird doesn't go to school to learn how to fly. A bird doesn't go to school to figure out what it needs to eat. A bear doesn't learn to hibernate. Okay, you can say they do learn from their mom, but there are instinctual things that we do as humans, as big animals, that are instinctive, and this joyful connection can be instinctive. So look for those little hints and suggestions and those instinctual nudges, and trust them and work with them. They're going to help with this connection a great, great deal. Today looks to be a really positive day, gang. And like a stepping stone for some of us. All right. My tea is overshadowing the sun. How dare it? All right. There we go. All right. This one was a little late. Try not to let that happen again. I hope you guys have a great Wednesday, and I will see you tomorrow morning. Bye-bye. Oh, almost forgot. Peace and strength. Cheers, everybody.